Hi, welcome to another episode of Malik Liban. Look at these stock market charts from January 28th, 2025. What you're seeing is a bloodbath, a $1 trillion wipeout in the US stock market. The cause? The release of China's DeepSeek R1 AI model. This Chinese AI model is as capable as the best US models, but it's free, open source, more efficient, and, most shockingly, cost less than 3% of what it took to develop ChatGPT just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we were talking about an AI arms race between companies. Today, it's evolved into an AI race between nations. In one corner, we have the United States, a long-standing leader in technological dominance. In the other, China, a country with a vastly different ideology and motives. This race isn't about weapons. It's about developing systems designed to think, artificial intelligence. This rivalry is reminiscent of the Cold War. Some have even dubbed these events the Sputnik moment of AI. The White House is reportedly investigating the national security implications of China's DeepSeek AI platform. To top it off, OpenAI has accused DeepSeek of stealing its intellectual property to train its model. The stakes are high. The US is pouring $500 billion into the Stargate AI project, while China's DeepSeek is already disrupting the global market. This ongoing battle could be one of the biggest stories in tech this year, as artificial intelligence becomes a matter of national security. But before we get ahead of ourselves, what's really going on here? How did a company from nowhere achieve all this? Is this just part of the AI hype cycle, or is this the real deal? It seems like the whole world is playing catch-up since DeepSeek's release. Let's try to make sense of it all. You're watching Malik Liban. Historically, when technology meets a national security threat from an ideological opponent, we get groundbreaking inventions. Think computers and jet aircraft from World War II. But this time, the US was unchallenged in AI, until January 20th, 2025, when DeepSeek R1 dropped. DeepSeek R1 is free, performs on par with OpenAI's $200 per month model, and excels in language reasoning, mathematics, and coding. It even outperforms Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, and others. But what many don't know is that DeepSeek operates differently from current state-of-the-art models, which is why it's so efficient. Here's why jaws are dropping. DeepSeek R1 was built in just 2 months and reportedly cost less than $5.6 million to develop. Compare that to Anthropic's estimate of $100 million to $1 billion to build an AI system from scratch. Meta plans to spend $65 billion on AI. Creating something this powerful for $5.6 million is groundbreaking, but not everything is as it seems. DeepSeek R1's open-source nature means its code is freely available for anyone to use, modify, and distribute. This is the opposite of OpenAI's closed approach, which is pretty ironic. For US AI companies, this is horrific news. Suddenly, their costs are out of balance. DeepSeek, with its 671 billion parameters, can run locally on a stack of M4 Mac Pros, while US companies have poured billions into AI servers. Now it looks like US companies have been overspending, using too much energy, and charging too much for their services. Maybe the future isn't about the models themselves, but the applications built on top of them. Has this been a massive mistake by US investors? No one knows for sure, and that's why the markets are selling off. One bright spot for US companies is that users may not feel comfortable giving their data directly to China, especially in corporate settings. To compete, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, announced that their GPT-30 mini model will now be free. Meanwhile, Mark Zuckerberg and Meta are internally panicking. But it's not just the US. In China, other tech giants like ByteDance, maker of TikTok, Alibaba, and Tencent have slashed their AI model prices to compete. Despite DeepSeek's low prices, it remains profitable while its rivals lose money. Interestingly, OpenAI claims to have evidence that DeepSeek used ChatGPT's output to train its model. Last year, OpenAI blocked API accounts they believed belonged to DeepSeek, suspecting IP theft. The US government's official stance is that IP theft may have occurred. But here's the kicker. Despite US sanctions, Chinese AI developers are still getting their hands on top-of-the-line NVIDIA graphics cards. So, who is DeepSeek, and how did they seemingly overnight build this revolutionary AI? Not much is known about DeepSeek's founder, Liang Wenfang. He's not from the typical tech world. He has a finance background and co-founded a hedge fund called High Flyer, which now manages $8 billion. In 2021, he started buying thousands of NVIDIA GPUs for an AI side project just before the Biden administration limited AI hardware exports to China. Liang spun off his AI project into DeepSeek, and the rest is history. DeepSeek R1 was trained using reinforcement learning, meaning no humans were involved in its training. Its architecture uses a technique called mixture of experts, which is more efficient than traditional models. Instead of activating the entire neural network for every query, DeepSeek activates only the relevant parts, saving time, energy, and computing power. This efficiency shocked AI developers and financial markets. DeepSeek's open-source approach also makes its chain of thought reasoning fully visible, unlike OpenAI's closed system. This transparency has made DeepSeek a favorite among developers and users alike. But not everything is perfect. DeepSeek collects data like chat history, text inputs, uploaded files, and even keystroke patterns. While OpenAI does similar things, the difference is that DeepSeek sends your data to servers in China. So, the question is, do you want to be spied on by the US or China? Despite privacy concerns, DeepSeek can run locally on a machine without an internet connection, offering complete privacy. For example, YouTubers have demonstrated DeepSeek writing code for a simple login page in real time. However, DeepSeek recently had to temporarily limit user registrations due to large-scale malicious attacks, raising questions about its readiness. So, what does Sam Altman think? He's only directly referenced DeepSeek once, calling it an impressive model and acknowledging the competition. But the joke is on OpenAI. AI took ChatGPT's job. This is just the beginning of a major competition. What we're seeing is the technological version of Thucydides' trap. When a rising power challenges an existing power, conflict arises. In an interview, DeepSeek's founder Liang Wenfang made his ambitions clear. For years, Chinese companies have been leveraging innovations developed elsewhere. This time, our goal isn't quick profits, but advancing the technological frontier. With this mindset, DeepSeek may force global AI innovation forward, with China at the forefront. Competitors worldwide will have to reduce costs and rethink how they create AI models. Efficiency will be the name of the game. We don't know how this will play out, but rapid advancements are coming. If we remain positive, we could see breakthroughs in medical science, material science, mathematics, and even theoretical physics. On the flip side, there are concerns about nefarious uses and geopolitical tensions. As AI rapidly improves, the question remains, what happens to humans in this transition? That's for the future to decide. For now, let's keep a close eye on where this goes. Thanks for watching Malik Liban. Stay tuned for the next episode.